I know I ain't been around, doing. I used to be big on these. I need to start back, but I just had to chime in on this one, Mel. This one, my boy, responsible, my boy, Mel and Mel's race and racism. Um, you're right. I agree 100% with everything you said. More people need to think more about people as a whole and how we can make everything better. But as I said before, it's not ever gonna happen because human nature itself is going to look for differences in people, and once them differences are found, they try to eliminate it. Now, regardless of, we know it ain't like back in the day, motherfuckers ain't getting hit with like water holes or have dogs attack them and stuff like that. But at the same time, we got other weird racism issues popping up. The other day on Facebook, I commented on, one of the gay homeboys' video, and we were talking about, like racism and stuff like that, about prejudice. We were talking about prejudice in general. And this gay dude came up there and like, you don't realize the prejudice that I done went through by being gay. He said he came out when he was like 13, and now that he's 20, he done seen so much, in that short period of time. And I will never know what I went through. And he's getting tired of black people screaming about racism and prejudice and stuff when they really don't know what's what true racism, what true prejudice is. And I was like, whoa, so now it's not just a black and white thing, or a white and Mexican thing, or white and black and Mexican thing. Now it's going to start trying to turn into a gay and gets other racist things, like, you know and that bothers me, not because I'm not saying that gay people don't go through a lot of prejudice. I am not saying that whatsoever. But I remember being 6 years old and getting called a nigga and getting spit on, and coming from California, then coming to the South, and then going back and forth. You know, it's always a culture shock every time I do it. Every time I do it. I ain't been back home to Cali in years, but you know, it's the point that people don't look for the good stuff, and I'm guilty of it too. I know some of my friends gonna see this video and be like, "Dude, you the most pessimistic person we know." Now, people look more for the bad. They look for more ways to put people down, to tear people down, to uh, make themselves look better some kind of way, to hurt other people. Since they different, we gonna talk about them. And that is a bunch of BS, and I think it's always gonna be here. I don't think it ever will come to time where that it wouldn't be no type of prejudice, because, like I said in one of my other videos, if everybody was the same color, people with big eyebrows will be get discriminated against, or people that have to wear glasses, or it'll be something. They fingers too short, so we gonna come up with some funky name to call them, exclude them from us. It's gonna always be something to be said, and a lot of this is coming from these parents that don't allow their kids to grow on their own. You gonna pick up stuff from your family. Everybody do it. That's nature. That's product of environment type things. But I know people that came up with a completely prejudiced family and don't have a prejudiced bone in their body. White and black. I mean, and that's the thing. I know just as many prejudiced black people as I know prejudiced white people. I know just as many prejudiced Mexican people as I do any other race. Or and it's ridiculous. Is we don't educate we don't educate as much as we need to on this whole culture thing. We still got people staying in America now that the only thing they know about black people is the way black people act on comedy shows and in movies. I mean, to this day, I shit you not, to this day. And that's what a lot of shit what people say. A lot of shit people say piss me off. I mean, like when 9/11 happened, they was like, we done came together as a country, all races, all creeds, and I was like, man, bullshit. Because that when that happened, I know white people that would not shake a black man's hand when that happened, and they never will. You know, and they'll work with them, and that's their excuse. You know, why I'm not president because I work with them. No, you have to work with them. You know, they dare. You know, so I'm glad you brought this up again. I think you need to do a part two. You know, I might actually do one on the same topic myself. But I'm just saying, man, try to keep it optimistic. Um, you can't do nothing but spread your own word of peace. And by people, if one person watch your video and you change their views or they decide to educate themselves more on another race behind videos like that, then your job is done. Because I promise that one person will convince another person on down the road. It might be years from now, but you know, videos like this might be like topic of conversation somewhere. You know, like, oh, check out this video. You know, and I think that's the reason why I started doing YouTube videos, and I'm probably gonna continue to do them. But I'm just saying, you made a lot of good points, Mel, and sorry I've been around, little bro, but I'm slowly coming back now. I've been going through some things, but anyway, um, I guess that's all I have to say on this. As always, Illuminati.